Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving a microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me, who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Ooh, Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, oh man, oh man. How many times I got to say that before I get tired of it? I think it's going to be a minute, folks. I got to be real with you. Because, boy, that Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, clear indication of how God can do some unexpected, wonderful things for you. How he leads your life in directions that you never, ever saw coming. You know, I was talking with somebody the other day, and they were talking about how, man, they were young and they were doing things, and they never knew that the things that they were doing as a youngster would come and help form who they were today. As an adult, this guy's 50 years old. And, you know, the same thing for you. If you look back on your life and all of the things that you've done, it helps shape you into who you are. Now, this is provided now that you take the positive approach. Now, when I say look back at your life and see what you've done, that doesn't mean dwell on the misfortunate moments, because the misfortunate moments were necessary. I know it's hard to see that when it's happening to you, but the unfortunate moments are necessary. You know, what really makes you appreciate summer vacation is winter work. What really makes you appreciate a walk on the beach is when it's cold, it's raining outside. What really makes you appreciate when you're up is because you've been down. See, if you were up all the time, just the nature of us as human beings, we would lose our appreciation for it, because it becomes que sera, whatever it is. Well, it is what it is. I'm just what? You take it for granted. It becomes expected. But what happens in life is it has so many twists and turns. And then you learn how to deal with those twists and turns, which makes you now a more experienced person. And then when the sunny days come, man, you go, wow, it's really nice outside. You really want to appreciate how warm weather, just stay in a bunch of cold weather all the time. You know what I'm saying? This is really simple analogies, but it helps you along the way. Now, here's what I came to say today to everybody out there, and this has helped me in my life. I can't tell you what it's done for me, but a lot of people are struggling with moving forward with their future plans, their future goals, their future aspirations, their future hopes, their future dreams, just simply your future wants. A lot of people trying to have a hard time mapping out their future, even what I'm going to do, what I'm going to be, what I'm going to make, how I'm going to go about it, what do I do next. I want to share something with you that I had to come to terms with. The quickest way to lose focus on your future is to keep focusing on your past. You know, it's like I said at the beginning, you know, when I say it's wonderful to look at your life and review it, because if you look at it, it'll tell you, it really helps shape and form you today as the person you are. Now, if you look at it in a positive sense, but if you dwell and harp on the negative that's happened to you, then that keeps you from seeing the good in the incident. Every bad thing that's happened to you, there was a silver lining behind it. I know people who were on drugs who finally, man, just got sent to prison for stealing because of their habit. I know a cat that sold dope. Well, he went to prison. He told me one time, he said, Steve, he said, man, this is the best thing ever happened to me. This saved my life. Now, most people would think, how in the world is going to prison helpful for you? The brother said, it saved my life. First of all, it got me clean. He said, I've been clean for 5 years from sitting in here. That's for starters, I'm clean. I ain't stealing no more. I ain't putting myself in jeopardy, and I ain't jeopardizing nobody else. He said, now, man, I done went to college. I done got a college degree while I'm in here. Then he was released from prison, and the brother's life was completely turned around. He married. He got a family. He got a great job. He go to work every day. He's a productive citizen. I mean, so he looks back on his incarceration, even his drug abuse, and it taught him how to appreciate the things in life that he had taken for granted and was missing. Because he said, man, my life was just in a blur. I didn't even know what was going on. He said, now I appreciate every day I wake up. That's what I mean. Even in your missteps in life, there is a purpose for the missteps. Every time you fail, there was a reason for the failure. See, what I had to do was I had to learn that all of my failures taught me how to get back up. So I became a very strong and tough person in getting back up. And then I was down and out so long that it taught me how to really appreciate the up. And so I've taken all of that and used it, those experiences that happened to me, and I became a more experienced person. So next time when people talk about me who don't know me, it don't shake me, because everybody not going to like you, man. You might as well go and get on this train right now. And so what I'm saying to you out there is the quickest way to lose focus on your future is to keep focusing on your past. Let it go. Yeah, he left. Sometimes the breakup is the blessing. I know it's hard to break up because now you're lonely and you by yourself. But man, wasn't you in misery when you was in that? Weren't you in complete misery in that? Now, you kept asking God to fix it, but it take two people to fix a relationship. It don't just take one. It take two to make a thing go right. It take two to make it out of sight. You really do have to have two people wanting a relationship to work. It can't just be one person wanting a relationship. So you can pray about the relationship all you want. If the other person don't want you no more and ain't going to act right, you can't make him do that. Or you can't make her do that. But you steady asking God for a new relationship, but you are yet to be grateful that you are in a position to have a relationship, and you keep harping on the past. You don't think he hear that? I'm just a dude with a show, and I hear it all the time. Let it go. Go forward. It's over. You made it. He brought you through it. You conquered. You survived it. Why are you dwelling on it and making it the cross around your neck when clearly he had removed it for you? Now, all you got to do is come on. So if you're sitting behind them walls, brothers and sisters, I'm talking directly to you. Sometimes, man, you just got to get it right. All this repeat offender business, that's for who is that for? How ignorant can you be to keep giving your life back to the penal system? Be free, man. Walk the streets. Do the right thing. Ask God to help connect you. He can do anything. You think he can't give you a job? Are you serious, man? Put some faith on it. Let's move forward, y'all. Let it go. Let's move.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Get it up, get it on your mind. It's time, the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Electrifying, mystifying, incredible, death-defying, and always relying. What? On talent. What? On information. What? On stimulation. Why? Because we good at it. There's none better in the morning than the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I'm not asking you this. I am making a statement. If you didn't think it was so, you would already have turned your radio. But you know what the deal is. So welcome to the ride. The greatest ride in all of radio, bar none. Don't care who their name is, what time they come on, what they call their show. It ain't the ride, doggone it. Know this. This is reality radio. I coined the phrase. They stole that just like they stole Show Your Love. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original kings of comedy. Staple on your TV sets. A man who loves his people. Dedicated to the uplift and edification of all those who want to be uplifted and edified. If you don't want this, here it is anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, go on now. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Boy, that's an opening. Boy, that's an opening. I turned my radio up for that opening. Shirley Strawberry.
You started comedians having their own radio shows too, Steve Harvey. Good morning.
Shirley.
Yes.
Tell them.
I'm telling them, yes.
They didn't know. When I went on GCI in Chicago and sat in for Doug Banks and then messed around and got the morning show, that was it, man. Here they came. Every comedian, they thought they could just plug a comedian in and turn him into radio. They didn't know. Yep. Wasn't but one. That's all it is. Now, it's 3 now. They all cubes. Ricky Smiley and D.L. Hughley.
Oh, I was thinking mornings. Okay.
All them. Oh, ain't nobody in the morning. Ain't nobody in the morning with me and Ricky.
Okay.
And Ricky, that's my friend. Never say a negative word about him. That's my dude. Ladies and gentlemen, Carla for real.
Hey, good morning, all this radio win.
All this here. You know I'm talking about that damn Junior.
You know what, Unc? I can testify to everything you done. I seen it. I toured with you.
This here fool, nephew Tommy.
There's a noop in the house. Let's make that known.
There's a noop.
There's a Kappa in the house. And the Sigma ain't here, but there's a Sigma too.
Nah, this Sigma ain't here. When he ain't here, that knocks him way down because there ain't no 5 of them.
Do you know all 5?
Every last one of them.
Emmett Smith.
Shirley, did I speak to you?
All right, we're going to kick this show off with a little CLO. We're going to ask the Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, right after this at 32 minutes after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. This one is from Olanda in Queens. Olanda writes, I'm a 64-year-old widow, and I've been going to the same church for 37 years. My husband died in January, and now I'm uncomfortable going to church because the buzzards are circling around me every Sunday asking if I need anything. I told them I'm fine, and my children look after me. I told Pastor what has been going on, and he even said that if I'm ever lonely, just call on him.
Wow.
And he's married. Am I going to have to leave my church?
Probably sound like it.
The
to me. But I don't know what you expect on now. I mean, really, you've probably always been a stellar member, always kept yourself looking nice and everything. And now here them buzzards is. And they ain't buzzards. Some of them might really want you for the real reasons, you know. And eventually you're going to want somebody. So I would stay there and let them circle until you get ready. And then you can pick the one out the sky that you like circling and tell them to swoop on in. It can't be Pastor, though.
No, he's married.
Pastor shot out, though.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Sky in Nashville says, I'm a 28-year-old nurse, and I just found out that I'm pregnant with my second child. I've been messing with my dad's friend because he pays my bills and treats me better than men my age. He and my dad fell out years ago, so he's ready to go public with our relationship and get married. He's 42, and this will be his first child. If I tell my parents, I think it will hurt them less if I say we're getting married. I don't love him, but I think he would be a great dad. My dad thinks like you, so what should I expect?
If you are not in love, deeply and madly in love with the person, don't get married. I don't give a damn how good a daddy he can be. Let him be a good daddy. But that don't mean he's going to be a great husband. Now, he may treat you better than all the rest, but then what you comparing it to? See, you don't get a man because he treats you better than the rest. You get a man because he treats you the way you want to. Mm-hmm. Don't just because the best of the, you just going to get the best of the worst. That don't make no sense. And you're not in love with him. What in the world are you doing? Just keep doing what you're doing and getting your bills paid, man. And that's going to wear out because eventually you're going to want somebody. But it's not him. Don't marry nobody you're not in love with. Marriage is too hard.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, CLO. Logan in San Diego says, I'm a 44-year-old married woman, and I'm in a situation with a guy that I work with. It's nothing sexual, at least not yet. We sexted each other during the day, and he sent me a picture of his G.I. Joe, and I've sent him pictures of my Jane. He wants a lunchtime rendezvous, but I would never cheat on my husband, so that's out. He sent a message that it's time for us to be adults and be reminded, and he reminded me that he has photos of me in his phone. What has happened here? Do you think he'll actually blackmail me?
Well, that's what it's called. It's called extortion. Blackmail. Highway robbery.
Why she send Jane, though? Why she send Jane if she didn't?
Because he sent G.I. Joe.
Okay. Well, that's stupid.
Is this where lying come in, huh? This where we start lying?
Well, I mean, here's what you could do. And, very, very easily. Well, no, you can't do that. I have to take that back. You can't.
But what about Junior's question?
What is that?
Just say that ain't yours. That ain't my Jane.
Well, if you married, somebody gonna know what your Jane look like.
You're supposed to know what the Jane look like.
You gonna know
pick
what
my
your favorite Jane look like. I can tell you right now. Jane, I know good and hell well. I know Jane many times. I've been Tarzan.
So stupid.
I've been everybody in the movie. I've been Tarzan and cheater. I know good and hell well. I know what Jane look like.
Cheater too.
Well, I was cheater too.
So ignorant.
Yeah, so I'm telling you right now, you show me my Jane there, I know my Jane. I've been everybody in the movie. I've been the man and the monkey.
Get up, Junior. So silly.
Man and monkey. I'm Eminem, man and monkey.
So the answer to Junior's question is no, lying will not come in.
No, hell no. I'm talking about that ain't you. Got that mold right there.
Oh, all right.
No, that ain't gonna do.
Yeah, you're in a pickle.
But I'll tell you what, you need to stop all this. Don't fall for the blackmail, because the blackmail go both ways now. Because, if you try to blackmail him, you know what I'm saying? We're going to both lose this job right here.
And he going to get his ass whooped.
And I'm gonna tell my husband what you did. Now he gonna have something for you. You might have something for me too, but you gonna get a whole nother something.
Oh man,
this is too much.
That's a lot right there. That's a lot.
Seem too much.
What are you doing that for? What?
I'm talking about
sending your Jane.
Yeah.
Once you hit sin, you can't take it back.
And it lives forever. All right. Dante in Columbia, South Carolina says, I'm a 28-year-old single man and I work for my girlfriend's mom. I met my girlfriend through her mother, so her mother knows that I've served time and I'm on probation now. She doesn't want her daughter to see me, and I understand that. I also understand that her daughter is 29 and can decide who she wants to date. I want a shot at real love with my girlfriend, but her mom's blocking it. Is there any way to get my boss to trust me?
Well, you can get the girl. You just ain't gonna have no job. You can get the girl. You just ain't gonna have no job. And it's hard to get a job once you're a convicted felon. So this job is important to you.
Yeah.
But I think you all are gonna have to find a way to talk to the lady and get her to understand. But like you say, you understand. But bro, you know, you can straighten yourself up. You're in good shape. You're doing the right thing. You're out here trying to put yourself together, man. Eventually, she may have to understand if her daughter go to her. You know, and y'all go to them the right way and sit down. Or you can sit down and just, you know, find out you ain't working no more.
No. All right. CLO, thank you. Great advice as usual. Coming up next, the nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann is standing by with our national news. And in entertainment news, Trick Daddy is back. He says he is more afraid of roaches than bees. Plus, Carla is standing by with today's music news. I know. We'll talk about all of this at the top of the hour. But right now, the nephew in the building with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Neff?
Can you breastfeed my baby?
Oh, Lord.
Okay, just a little bit of help. Can you breastfeed my baby? All right. Help a brother out. Can you breastfeed my baby till I get on my feet? That's all I'm asking. Come on, let's go, Cat.
Hello, man. I speak to.
Yeah, this.
Hey, man. This dog. And
Who?
huh?
This who?
This man. Yeah. Gave me your phone number. I know you don't know me, but gave me your number.
You talking about on the south side?
Yeah. On the south side. He gave me your number, man. I'm going through some things. I thought you might be able to help me out, man, because, well, see, my girl, and I don't know, man. I think just done left, you know, and she done left me here with the kids, you know, and I trying to, I don't think coming back.
My man, I feel for you, but why you telling me this?
See, I'm just, see, man, here I am, got these kids by myself. You know, my little boy, he 3, but my little girl, man, she just 2 months old, man. You know, and the reason why I got your number because I think you might be able to help me because I'm just going through this. It's just hard right now, brother.
Dog, how am I help you, dog? I got kids of my own, dog. How am I help you?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying now. Ain't you married to?
Yeah, my wife. How you know my wife, dog?
See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I kind of know y'all through. I done seen y'all before through him, and but see, here's the deal, man. Like I say, I got my kids, man. My little boy 3, but my little girl ain't but 2 months, man. How many kids y'all got?
Man, we got 3 kids, man. I got a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 6-month-old. I really don't know what you asking of me, man. I got my own family I got to take care of. You asking me for help. I mean, what is it you need, man? And
what I'm trying to do with this here, I'm trying to get my little girl taken care of, man. Like I say, then ran off, man, and then left. And I don't think she's coming back. I don't think she's coming back. But I need some help. I need some help from your wife. I need her to come by the house today. Can she? Do you think?
What you need to come at your house for?
Because the baby needs some milk.
Man, we got a couple cans of some formula, something in here we could drop off to you, man. But ain't coming to your house, dog.
I can't.
You're more than happy to have these cans, but I can't be having my wife at your house, dog. Got our own kids.
I understand that, but the baby needs some milk. That's what I'm saying. I need to come by and feed the baby.
Dog, I just told you to come by, drop off a couple cans of milk. But I mean, I don't even know you like that, player. I ain't about to just have my wife coming to your damn house. I don't know you.
I need her to come by and feed the baby, man.
Dog, why the hell you can't feed your own baby?
I need to come by and breastfeed the baby.
What? You want my wife to come at your house and do what?
I want her to come and breastfeed the baby. I told you, you ran off.
You done lost your mind. I don't know you to be talking about my wife coming to your house, breastfeeding your baby. Matter of fact, the you get my number. Who the hell is anyway? I don't stop thinking about it. I don't know the right. Say, dog, don't call me with this dog. What the is you talking about breastfeeding your baby?
Why would you do this now? Why would you let the babies? Why would you come between the baby's health? Why are you doing that, man?
Dog, I tell you what, dog. Bring your baby over here. You what? And the baby, come over here. Bring your baby over here. And when you get here, as soon as she pull out, I'm gonna knock your teeth down your throat. Now come on over. We gonna be here. We gonna be here all day.
Don't do this, man. Don't do this. Don't let your ego and stuff come between the baby's health, man. I'm just trying to get the baby healthy.
How you gonna call me talking about my wife breastfeed your baby? I'm still. You know what? Hold on.
What you doing?
Hold on.
Wait a minute, man. Just wait.
What's up, baby? Do you know and her husband? You don't know them? My wife don't know you, and I don't know you either. Hey, do you know a name? Supposedly he live on the south side. He know us. You don't know him either? Hold on. I don't know you. I don't know this is on the other line talking about his wife left him with their 2 kids. He wants you to come to his crib and breastfeed his baby. Don't trip. I got this. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute. We don't know you. Who is you calling me from? What is your address?
One more thing that I want to say to you. Are you listening to me?
You better be saying your address. That's what you better be saying.
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your sister.
Ain't this about a?
You all right, man?
Come on, dog, man. Tommy, dog, you about to get your whipped. Tommy, whoever, somebody's getting their whooped.
I mean, all right, brother, you got to tell me what is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, you dig? Oh, man. Y'all got me, man.
I got you.
I've been stupid since stupid been stupid. You understand that?
Oh, yeah.
You're always asking somebody something stupid.
Yeah. Well, why not? I mean, but you know, I told him yesterday, it takes a village, you know? So if a baby needs some breast milk, hey, we got a village here, okay? Help out. Long.
Are you familiar with the term village idiot?
No, I'm not.
Sorry, we got to go on that note. I'd love to hear the answer, though. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment and national news right after this. Village Idiot.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
During a recent interview with Mark Lamont Hill, Trick Daddy said he is more afraid of roaches than bees, meaning the beehive, protecting Beyonce, of course. Also, Trick Daddy's restaurant rating has dropped to a 2.6 on Google. That's after members of the beehive flooded the reviews. So there you go. Yeah, they are not playing.
Shut him
Oh,
down.
he has a
They're
restaurant.
clean.
He has a restaurant.
Yeah, I guess in
Well,
Miami.
I don't really know Trick Daddy at all. Let me just say this. I wouldn't know him if he was sitting in the room. And I don't know any of his music. And he might be a great artist. I really don't know. I'm not into hip-hop that way. But I will say this.
What?
If you don't care about the beehive, you must not have nothing to lose.
Don't come for them unless they send for you.
Yes,
I
baby.
got news for you. That beehive is real.
Yes.
It's really real. I wish I had a Steve Hive.
We're your Steve Hive.
Y'all don't do like the beehive.
Oh, no.
Y'all cover me too soft.
We
I
have
want
our
that
ain't that a
hive.
blip?
I
We
want
have
that
our
beehive.
limits, Steve.
Yeah, y'all only go so far. The beehive be stinging your ass.
Yeah.
Beehive
We'll come
over there
back to
trying
you,
close
Steve.
a restaurant. This how y'all cover me. Don't worry about that. You don't need to talk to them. They beneath you. That's all I get. I want some
Beehive go to work.
cussing folks out and throwing rocks at their car. That's what I want.
And then we'll say, why you say that?
Yeah. Or I'll go, Steve.
Yeah, that ain't the same thing.
All right. Well, Carla is here as we switch subjects with today's music news. What you got, Carlotta?
Well, the countdown is on this Sunday night, the B.E.T. Awards, hosted by our girl, Taraji P. Henson.
Taraji.
Yes, scheduled to
She's gonna
perform.
do well.
Yes, I love Taraji. Jasmine Sullivan, her, the baby, Lil Baby, Roddy Rich, Andra Day.
How many
love
babies
her.
is it? How many
A
babies?
lot of
Baby,
babies, man. You
little
got hard to
baby,
keep up.
baby,
Little
cash
baby.
A lot
money.
of babies.
Baby over on 5th Street. It's babies.
I got a crowd
Baby
name,
face.
baby.
Baby, do that there. Baby, not now. Baby, hold on to me.
Yeah, baby, hold on to me.
Hold on to me.
All the babies will be in the building. Kirk Franklin and Queen Latifah, she will receive a Lifetime of Achievement Award. DMX will be honored by Swiss Beats, Busta Rhymes, and Method Man. So Sunday
gonna be
night,
good.
yeah, for the culture, gotta watch it. Sunday night, 8 p.m. BET Awards, they are back.
Mia said did the first two.
First one.
The first two.
Memories. All right. Finally, we all know that June is Black Music Month, and the Five Heartbeats are celebrating their 30th anniversary. Speaking of years, Steve, 30th anniversary for the Five Heartbeats. The original stars of the movie, Big Red, Flash, Eddie Kane. Who was your favorite heartbeat? Who was your favorite one?
What? Eddie Kane.
It had
girl.
to be Eddie Kane. It had to be
Eddie
Kane.
Kane.
Yeah, it had to
Eddie,
be.
huh?
Yeah.
Come on,
Most
man.
people say the movie was based on the Dells, the Temps, the Four Tops, all of them. But congratulations on 30 years. We love that movie.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Five Heartbeats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all sure y'all want to dance with Eddie Kane? Eddie Kane was cold, baby.
All right, come on, Steve. It is time for headlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. In Miami Beach right now, a 12-story building collapsed overnight. They're trying to do something about it. They're looking for people. It's called a Champlain's Tower South. Apparently, it was a co-op with terraces and stuff in Miami Beach. On the beach, a 12-story building collapsed overnight. One of the firefighters looking at it said it reminded him of the World Trade Center. There are reports of at least one death, several injuries, and they're searching the rubble for survivors. That's in Miami Beach. Word is Kobe Bryant's widow, Vanessa, has settled her suit against the estate of the pilot and the owners of the helicopter involved in the crash that killed her husband and her 13-year-old daughter. Officials and investigators blame pilot error for the tragic accident. The amount of the settlement remains confidential. Singer and composer Pharrell Williams' family is in the news. They filed a $50 million wrongful death suit over the police killing of Pharrell's cousin. Pharrell's cousin Donovan Lynch shot to death by a black Virginia Beach cop named Solomon Simmons back in March. Cops claimed that Donovan had a gun, but none of the cops' body cams were on. Everyone around, a lot of witnesses say they didn't see any gun, and they don't know why this guy shot and killed Pharrell's cousin. President Biden says he's going after guns, and before they get to their owners, Mr. Biden says his administration is going after gun sellers directly.
My message to you is this. We'll find you, and we will seek your license to sell guns. We'll make sure you can't sell death and mayhem on our streets.
The president says that there's going to be a zero tolerance for anyone who knowingly sells a firearm to someone banned from owning one and who doesn't do the required background checks. Zero tolerance. The White House also urging local governments to use leftover COVID relief money to hire more cops and also to fund summer employment jobs for young people. Those jobs are pretty scarce right now. Singer R. Kelly is now in federal custody in New York City, in Brooklyn, New York City, actually. He was brought there from Chicago ahead of his upcoming trial. Kelly is now being housed at the Metropolitan Detention Center. R. Kelly was in custody in Chicago ever since he'd been indicted in July of 2019 on federal child porn charges, to which he's pled not guilty. Prosecutors in New York City accused R. Kelly of recruiting girls and women for sex. And sad news, character actor Ned Beatty has died at age 83. His manager said he died of natural causes. He appeared in a lot of TV shows and movies like Network, Superman, and Deliverance. You remember that? Ooh, at one part, that movie was, oh my goodness, I couldn't stand it. I had to turn it away. Back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, Junior is here with Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Okay. Unc, I know you've been working. You've been missing them.
Yeah.
But these NBA playoffs, man.
I've seen some.
You seen some?
Seen them all. No,
Did you see the Phoenix?
Nope.
You didn't see that game?
I cut it
That was
off when
good.
it was 101 to 101 because I don't like to go to bed with high blood pressure and heart rate all up and, anxiety.
You'd rather go to bed without knowing the end of the score, though? You'd rather do that?
Dog, ain't neither one of my team.
Okay.
All right, okay.
You missed a good closing, though.
It was
You missed a
close.
real good closing, man.
Man, Devin Booker and Paul George, they are what they said they was. Stars in this game, man. They showed up big, but the finish, man, it was when it was one-on-one, right when you turned it off, Devin Booker hit a go-ahead shot. Then Paul George came back and hit a go-ahead shot. But it's 0.8 on the clock.
0.8.
0.8 seconds on the clock. I did not even believe that. I said, what they going to do? They ain't got that long to shoot this ball. You got 0.8 seconds.
0.3.
You know what I'm saying? 0.3 to get this off.
0.3 is a touch. 0.5 is a shot. That's what they say.
Yeah. So what they did, Unc, was they threw a oop to DeAndre Guyton, and he flushed it. I'm talking about just barely touched it.
Right at the goal.
Right at the goal.
Booyah.
And then the clock went off. That was it. If you would have saw the look on Paul George's face, like, all that work I did, and this how we going to lose?
It was a good game, man.
Who let him cut to the basket like that?
Man, that's what I mean. And they
That's
contested it. He just threw it up there so high. The boy 7-1. Hell, he just jumped up there, ducked it in, touched it, barely touched it.
He went above the rim, the goal, the
Oh,
backboard.
man.
He was up there.
And that's how they lost that game, man. I said, look at that. Now they down 2 games. Phoenix
they
up
down.
2-0.
Without CP.
Without CP3,
I
man.
do want Phoenix to win the series, though, because I just want Chris Paul to get there,
Yeah.
man. I just think he deserves it, man.
Yes, he does.
I really
He
do.
does.
So what's the COVID protocol with him now? Do you know?
He's probably gonna be playing in LA. He's gonna be out of protocol from his COVID. He's gonna be out for the game in time for the game to play.
But he didn't
play
have
football.
COVID, did he?
Yeah, they said he had COVID, huh?
Oh, they said he had it.
Yeah,
oh,
he had
okay.
COVID. He had COVID. But no Kawhi Leonard in this series yet. So Kawhi has not played since Game 4 of the last series against Utah. But
I think he out for good.
I think he may be out, Tommy. He may. So we just have to see, man. But these series, man, this is playoff basketball best we've seen in a long time.
Paul George is hooping, though. He's shutting a lot of the haters down. Been talking about he don't show up in the big games. Well, he here now.
Yeah, he here. Man, you can't be mad at him, man.
You want some more sports news, Junior?
What's that?
I got 2 Texan season passes you can buy if you want them. You give me $50 for them, dog. I swear I'll sell them to you right now.
Don't nobody want that.
Take them off your hands.
That's so
Don't nobody
wrong.
going out there and watch nobody y'all got.
All right, we got to go
right
on
now,
that note. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll talk about Reverend Al Sharpton right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, tomorrow, civil rights leader Reverend Al Sharpton and civil rights attorney Ben Crump, along with the family of George Floyd, will be in Minneapolis to provide comments and prayer to the family and nation after the sentencing of former police officer Derek Chauvin. Tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 12:30 Central, Chauvin could face up to 40 years in prison for second-degree murder, up to 25 years for third-degree murder, and up to 10 years for manslaughter. The 3 other officers face charges in Floyd's death are expected to be tried together in August. They are all charged with aiding and abetting second-degree murder and aiding and abetting second-degree manslaughter.
Let me tell y'all something. You can be there to console the family, but they finna give Chauvin some damn time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They finna give his ass some time.
They better.
Well, he should
You
get
ain't
some
got to
time.
worry.
He committed
finna get some time.
horrific crime.
Yeah, we
He finna
watched a
get some
modern
real
day lynching. That's what we watched.
Mm-hmm.
For
Absolutely.
sure.
That's what we watched.
Absolutely. They're going to give him some time because it's just too great consequences if you don't.
This kid get that
Some
30.
are just not getting here.
Yeah.
I think 30 can happen. I hope it's the 30 years.
Plus, he was convicted on all 3 charges. So
Yeah, so you got to get some time, dog.
But he didn't have a record and all that they're saying. I'm like, oh, don't start.
He killed a man. You don't
Yes,
need a record when you
yes.
kill somebody.
Yeah.
You murdered this man. We saw it. You got
We
all
saw
3.
it.
You got found guilty on all of them. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's going to be rough. It's rough in there now. He already in there, ain't he?
Yeah.
No one cares if it's rough for him.
thank you.
I mean, he's trying to get it thrown out. That's the crazy part. He's trying to get it thrown out.
Let me explain
Yeah.
something. It ain't near as rough as it's fitting to be. See, he just in jail right
He in
now.
jail. He ain't went
He ain't been moved yet.
Oh, they gonna send him to a home. And once they know where your home at, they get set up. And you real famous, dog.
Oh,
So you finna bring a lot of heat to that prison. They're gonna have to put him in all types.
He's going to
of,
be in Gen Pop. He is.
Well, they're gonna have to protect him because of the high risk.
Yeah,
They're gonna put him in
that's what- yeah.
isolated cell. But they gets to you in there though. I don't care where you
okay.
go. You go maximum. They got something for you.
Cause Shirley, guess who
Somebody gonna pay somebody off.
worked- Yeah. Shirley, guess who worked the prison?
Who?
The prisoners.
That's who running things.
That's who run the prison.
Yeah.
They gonna find a way to get to him.
Yeah. I don't feel sorry for him. I just don't.
That's why I said I don't. This man
Not
is
at
dead.
all.
You murdered him, and we saw it.
We saw
like
it.
I said, public lynching. We saw what you did. So
And
these other
guess what?
officers, they need to serve time too.
And
be
everybody
found
in there
guilty
saw
too.
it. Everybody in there
Yes,
saw
prisoners
it.
saw it.
Yeah.
They all saw it.
Something that could have been avoided.
Yeah. People tried to help. No, the officers told them to get back to all of that.
See,
all that.
and here's what a lot of people don't know who just down on all inmates, because there's some good people that made some mistakes that's in prison. The majority of the people in prison are in prison. 80% of the prison population is for nonviolent drug-related offenses. Everybody not in there for murder, rape, kidnapping. A lot of people are in jail for nonviolent drug-related offenses. Now, some
Don't
people
forget
are
about
doing
the
some
falsely
serious
accused.
time too. But when you go to prison, man, you dealing with lifers. And a dude that got life, he ain't got nothing to lose. What, you finna give me some more time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care where you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So tomorrow.
Cafeteria, the yard, the library. It's going down.
It's
going down.
But the way you said library.
The library is going down.
1:30 Eastern, 12:30 p.m. Pacific, Central. Yeah. Oof.
You better learn them rules fast. You
Ooh,
can't.
the shower. The
Tiffany
shower.
Haddish's. Can I say this? Tiffany Haddish's short blonde hair looks nice on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't seen
I don't
the
know where
Devils.
that came from, but
How
yeah.
does that
Just
go
out
with
of
this
nowhere.
I
break?
know. I don't understand.
Ain't got
That's why I
nothing to
just
do with
said
it.
I
I
don't
was
know
just
where
throwing
they
it out there. I saw it go across the TV the other day.
Okay.
We're so random. All right, coming up next.
You know, we got to cover everything. We got to cover Chauvin, Tiffany. You know, we got to cover the stuff.
You don't wanna miss nothing.
Like a blanket, baby. We cover you like a blanket. All right, coming up next, the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, she's in the middle, stirring up mess. But right now, the nephew is here. We'll get to that with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Mona, you need to fix your appearance. Mona, you need to fix your appearance. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello,
I'm trying to reach a Mona, please.
this is her.
Hi, how you doing? My name is James over with the corporation. I'm with the corporate wardrobe. You've been with the company for about 8 years now. Am I correct, Mona?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're correct.
Like I said, I'm from corporate wardrobe. Wanted to kind of give you a call. There's been some conversation about it, but wanted to give you a call about your appearance in the office.
Okay.
Okay. Now, your appearance seems to be pretty much intact as far as your clothing is concerned. So it's nothing. It has nothing to do with that.
Okay. Now, first of all, what are my appearance have to do with your corporation?
Well, what's going on? Like I said, you've been with Corp for about what, 8 years now? Am I right?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay. And
But you calling me, telling me something about my appearance.
right,
so I just
right.
need
Now,
to
what
know
I wanted to
because-
talk to you about is that what some of the workers in the office are having a problem with, and what we want to do is get you an actual doctor's appointment because we want to see about helping you get a breast reduction.
Oh, what? A breast reduction?
Okay, now you I mean, from my understanding that your breasts are too large.
Hold up. Now, who is this person? Who is this again?
My name is James. Like I said, I'm with Corporate Wardrobe, and I'm calling you actually pretty much from Human Resources of Corporation.
Okay, now if you ain't calling him about something else concerning what we do here, instead of you calling me, telling me something about giving me a breast reduction, what you need to do is try to dig up some more because what I'm doing up in here, I'm going to wear them. They was on here, and I'm going to wear them. They came out, I wear them for them.
Mona, all we want to do is we want to get you a doctor's appointment so we can help you get your breasts reduced so, you'll feel a lot more comfortable and the people in the office will be a lot more comfortable, okay?
Man, you ain't finna do a thing. You ain't finna come in and tell me some but what y'all gonna do to me, what you talking about, I've been with this business for almost 8 years, and I ain't never had no problem with nobody telling me something about my breast. So what you need to do is find out who's going around here making these rumors. And first of all, I'm going to dig up because maybe one of these up in here talking about me and, jealous because I'm on top of my and they jealous of me because I'm on mine and they around here got a problem with my breast.
Look, ma'am, my job is to get your breasts reduced. I got to bring them down.
My is big too. Can you reduce that?
Excuse me?
My is big. Can you reduce that?
Ma'am, listen, I got to get your breasts down to it. I got to get it down. I got to bring them down.
You ain't going to do a thing. What you going to get down is your that's what you going to get down. And what
ma'am,
you
listen.
do is stop worrying about my breast. So you and whoever calling you or telling you something about what I'm doing at this, tell them I said to kiss my so what I need to do, I'm going to do me. So if they don't like that, then hey, holler at them because I'm going to find whoever doing it because they jealous. I'm a bad they don't understand it. And the mans come in and what? Whoop, whoop. They come to who? They come to my desk and ask for who? They ask for me.
Mona, I understand that, but what I'm saying is your breasts are a distraction in the office, and I got to get your breasts brought down.
First of all, whoever you are, you might need to come see so you can sit your in the front of my desk and see how it looks. You might want to come back and bring out your crew.
Mona, I can't. I don't want to come sit at your desk and see your I got to get you to a doctor and get your breasts reduced. Now, when do you want an appointment?
I ain't going to see no.
You're going to a doctor, Mona. You're going to a doctor.
You bring his over here because I ain't going to no doctor. What you talking about is the doctor, whoever you want me to go see, I ain't trying to hear it. You hear? Please
You know
don't
what,
bother
Mona,
coming
they
over.
said-
So what I'm gonna do is
They said you would act like this, Mona. They said you would react just this way. This is what the people in the office are talking about.
I don't give a damn what they. I've been in this company for almost 8 years. I ain't never had nobody calling me telling me some about my breast. What you need to do, first of all, you need to come in and see me. Because you might like what you see. Because I'm a big, bad, bold, beautiful woman. You better hear me. Here, what is your name and what's your name?
Why do you need my name?
I need your name because I ain't never had somebody call my damn job and tell me some about my breast. I need to know your name because I'm going to get some lawyer in this because I don't play this here. I don't play that. So whoever you is in your corporate or whoever calling me about my breast, I don't play that. I need your name. I really do because if you don't, I'm going to find out who this is.
Do you want to know my name? Do you want to know my name?
I want to know your damn name. Hell yeah, I want to know your name. What is it?
Are you listening?
What is it?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
You. Where's her breast bigger than mine? Then I got a limp. Man, y'all need to quit, boy. You gonna make me go, okay.
You alright?
I'm alright. Woo, I can't believe it. Seeing her breast bigger than mine, and then she got a limp. And you know what? I listen to this show every morning, and I just can't believe I got.
I got you, baby.
She did it. She got me. You know, she got me, but I'm going to catch her limp. I'm going to catch her walking. It's okay. I'm going to get her.
All right, baby. I got one more thing for you, baby. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Baby, you already know that one and only Steve Harvey Morning Show. Hey, Tommy, guess what? Since you want to play on this here phone, I just want to let you know I'm a size 16 with a low cut. Are you still with it or what?
Yay, yay.
Mona was about it.
Baby, I love Mona.
But you can tell the way she answered the phone, though. Hello.
She said, I'm on top of my game. I'm a bad. I said,
Yeah.
go ahead, Mona.
They come here to see who?
See me. Yeah.
Hey, Tommy, when she say I got a big something, you gonna cut that down too?
A butt.
Yeah.
Oh. She said the
She
A
was
word.
wondering.
Yeah, I know what you thought. I was like, no, dog.
I ain't think nothing.
Love Mona.
Nah, playing.
Steve's eyes got big. I was like, okay, he's thinking something else.
But then you thought it was inappropriate for her to say, come down there.
Yeah.
And look at her. You was like, I'm not going to do that. But the phone call was inappropriate that you were doing.
I'd rather stay on this side of the phone. I don't want to.
Right.
No. That's inappropriate. I'm just going to call you and tell you that we got to get this reduction done, okay?
Oh, my goodness.
Tampa Bay, Florida, the nephew coming to town, added a show, 2 o'clock show. That's 2 o'clock on Sunday. I did that at the Improv, and them tickets almost gone already. How about that? The nephew is coming to Tampa. Now, I heard it's raining and thundering and lightning. Now, I'm still coming. But if y'all can just tone that lightning down, okay? Just tone that lightning down, and I'll be all right. Whew. If it's any windows at the club, listen to them. We got to put some drapes up, put some tent on. We got to do something. I can't see that lightning. We got to get rid of that, okay? Tommy can't handle the lightning. So I'm man enough to let you know. I'm scared of the lightning.
Wait a minute. Did you hear this sentence?
What?
I'm man enough to let you know I'm scared of life.
Yeah, when you repeat
How
it,
do you
it
put a
sounds
man with that
crazy.
little baby statement?
I'm man enough to let you know I'm scared of the lightning, okay?
Oh,
I don't know.
all right, nephew. Well, thank you. Coming up, it is a
Welcome.
strawberry letter. Subject, she is in the middle, stirring up mess. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now for today's strawberry letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click submit strawberry letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here. Right now, it could be yours. You never know.
You never know. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry letter.
Subject, she's in the middle stirring up mess. Dear Steve and Shirley, I was in an emotionally abusive marriage for 8 years. I have been divorced for 2 years, and I'm trying to get on with my life. My ex-husband talked down to me and called me names, but I chalked it up to him being selfish and inadequate as a man. So I was able to be friendly toward him for the sake of our 8-year-old daughter. Until recently. He adores our daughter, and he got to keep the house in the divorce because he owned it outright. My daughter's room is still there as she left it, and I also left a lot of my personal belongings in the house because they wouldn't fit in my apartment. My grandmother's sewing machine and a lot of my family photo albums are a few of my prized possessions that I had to leave behind. We share custody of our daughter, and when I go to pick her up, he never invites me inside. My daughter got in the car Sunday and said her daddy was painting the house and put a lot of stuff in boxes so he could sell it. I asked her what was in the boxes, and she said it was a lot of my things. I called him when we got home and asked him if he was putting my things out. He said that it was time to rid his house of my junk, especially since I was with a new man now. I asked why he thought I had a new man, and he said that my daughter told him. He bragged that he and my child have an unbreakable bond, and she tells him everything. I thought I was dating discreetly, but apparently she's been listening to my conversations. I asked him if I could pick up my belongings soon, and he said no. He told me to focus on my new relationship and leave him alone. This is another form of abuse, and my daughter started all of this. What should I do now, and how can I get my stuff? Wow.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to go that way.
Okay, come on now, Mom. You can't really be serious about blaming your daughter in this one. Don't you see what's happening here? I mean, your ex is clearly the culprit. He's the mean guy, and that's why you left him. That's the main reason you left him, because he was emotionally abusive to you and called you names and all of that. Remember, he said there was an unbreakable bond between him and your daughter, but I think what he's doing is, of course, manipulating your baby into telling him everything that you're doing. Your daughter's 8 years old. She doesn't know what he's doing, and she doesn't know any better because she's 8 years old. She's just a baby. She's just doing what her dad asks. So she's not messy, as your letter title suggests. She's just doing what her dad tells her to do. She sees nothing wrong with what she's doing. And as a matter of fact, he's probably got her thinking she's doing the right thing by going to him and telling him everything when he asks. So I say be careful, Mom, about what he's doing, and don't let him use your child to play you, because that's what it is. And so what if you are dating someone else? You can date. You're divorced 2 years now. You want your stuff. I honestly, because he's so petty and vindictive, don't know if he'll ever give you your things back. But I will say you could take your new man over there, and if he's selling this stuff, you can buy this stuff. He's just crazy and controlling, and takes pleasure in hurting and humiliating you. And he's used your daughter to help him do it. So I just say, to avoid that, you can let those things go if you can. I know they mean a lot to you, but this guy's so crazy. You may not want to bring all this drama into your life. And if you leave the stuff and let it go and make new memories, that way you don't have to interact with him about anything other than your daughter. Steve?
She's in the middle stirring up mess. An 8-year-old.
Really?
Really, lady, you're ridiculous this entire letter. And Shirley put it to you mildly, but I'm not. So I'm going to go down the letter and I'm going to show you what you've done this entire time. You've been divorced for 2 years. You're trying to get on with your life. It's 2 years. Get on with it. My ex-husband talked down to me and called me names, and I chalked it up to him being childish and inadequate as a man. Now, you said you were in an abusive marriage, emotionally abusive marriage. That's what you said. So you tried to remain friendly toward him for the sake of our 8-year-old daughter. Until recently, he adores our order and got to keep the house, divorced, got all that, and they wouldn't. And now here's the part I'm starting to trip on. I left a lot of my personal belongings in the house because they wouldn't fit in my apartment. My grandmother's sewing machine. Oh, what? Nobody want no old-ass sewing machine. You don't even sew. Next. And a lot of my family photo albums. How small is your damn apartment where the photo albums don't fit in it? I don't even understand what you leave this stuff over here. And a few of my prized possessions. If something has been somewhere sitting in a storage or his house for 2 years, how prized of a possession was it? I found that if I ain't seen or used something in 2 years, I probably don't need it. Mm-hmm. That's including that old ragged-ass sewing machine. I'm just being real with you now. We share custody of our daughter, and when I go pick up, he never invites me in. Why you want in there? Didn't you say he was abusive? But I think that's why you left the stuff over there, so you could have some type of little tie to get back in the house.
Besides the baby?
That's why you ain't moving on with your life. You done left all your stuff over there that's tying you to his life. Oh, I got something for you, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Hold on. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Subject, she's in the middle stirring up mess. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, she's in the middle stirring up mess.
This ridiculous woman is blaming an 8-year-old girl for stirring up mess in her house and relationship that don't exist. You don't even have a relationship. You said you were in an emotionally abusive marriage for 8 years. Your husband talked down to you, called you names, and you chalked it up to him being childish and inadequate. We'll come back to that in a minute. And then you tried to be friendly because of your daughter. Until recently, 8-year-old. He adores our daughter, kept a room in the house and everything, and you left some of your personal belongings in the house because they wouldn't fit in my apartment. Well, let's talk about the stuff you left that don't fit in the apartment. The sewing machine don't fit in the apartment. I bet it do. And how small of an apartment you got where you can't get a photo album in there? What you leave the photo album for? Because you trying to have some ties to keep going over there, and I'm going to prove that to you in a minute. And a few of my prized possessions that I had to leave behind. Wait a minute. If you haven't seen this stuff or had possession of it in 2 years, how prized of a possession is it? I doubt it. We share custody of our daughter. When I go to pick up, he never invites me inside. It's his house. Y'all divorced. He don't like you and you don't like him. And what are you trying to go in this house of this abusive man for? My daughter got in the car Sunday and said her daddy was painting the house and put a lot of stuff in boxes and he could sell it. I asked her what was in the boxes. She said a lot of your stuff. I called him when I got home, and after he was putting my things out, he said it was time to rid his house of your junk, especially since I was with a new man now. I asked him why he thought I had a new man. He said my daughter told him. He bragged that he and my child have an unbreakable bond, and she tells him everything. Like Shirley said, he manipulates her into telling her everything. The baby is 8. How this grown man can't get information out of 8-year-old? She ain't a hostage. All you got to do is buy her some candy. A damn doll, and she started talking. But she don't even know she hurting you. She just telling her daddy the truth. I thought I was dating discreetly, but apparently she's been listening to my conversation. Well, you ain't dating discreetly. And she ain't been listening. You been talking in front of the baby. And what you tripping? You've been divorced 2 years. You can date. Why you got to be discreet? Why are you holding on to something God has clearly gotten you out of, but you keep tying yourself back to the past by leaving all your prized possessions over there that ain't that prized after all? I asked him if I could pick up my belongings sooner. He said no. He told me I could pick up he told me to focus on my new relationship and leave him alone. This is another form of abuse, and my daughter started all of this. What should I do, and how can I get my stuff? Your daughter didn't start nothing. He was abusing you before y'all had the baby. And let me ask you something else. What makes you think he's still not verbally abusive? What, did it stop after the divorce? Because it sounds like he's doing it still. But now you blaming the 8-year-old baby. Stop blaming other people for your damn mistake. You picked this nut-ass dude. Now you blaming the baby for it. The baby just got you as the mama and him as the daddy. It ain't her fault. Now, I'm with Shirley. He's probably manipulating her. So don't blame the girl. I've also found in my life that if I ain't used something in 2 years, I probably don't need it or miss it.
That's right.
And when I start looking in my cabinets and stuff like that, and I see stuff I ain't seen in a long time, I throw it away. Because it ain't that much. You hanging on to something that ain't nothing. Photo album, sewing machine. What?
Can't fit in there.
How old are you? Who got a photo album any damn way? Where your iPhone at? Damn. The baby 8. The iPhone been out for 8 years. All your pictures ought to be in iCloud. What did you got a photo album for? Who got a Polaroid? What? Lady, what?
Come on.
This letter is ridiculous from top to bottom. And you scared after 2 years to say you in a relationship?
That part, I really don't get that.
Lady, 2 years, you're supposed to be dating. Tell him, so I'm with Shirley. Tell your new boyfriend you need to go over there and pick up some stuff.
Yeah.
And all of this is because, didn't you say at the top of the letter, you chalked it up to him being childish and inadequate as a man. Don't you still see the childish and inadequate behavior acting out even now? But you gonna blame it on the real child that's 8 years old? Are you ridiculous, ma'am? Yeah. Don't nobody give a damn about your stuff.
But you.
I really don't.
You've made that clear.
You don't care about the sewing
Don't.
machine.
So, when last time you made something? I don't want to wear your little ragged ass clothes you made. And the baby sure don't want to wear it, so she probably helped with the sewing machine in the box.
Yes.
Lady, miss me and Shirley with this ridiculous letter you just wrote up. You need to grow up and stop acting childish and inadequate and forget that man that was abusive to you and go on live your life. You ain't gonna have no new man because you worrying about that photo album. Who got where your iPhone?
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve
album.
Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, our girl Sheryl Underwood right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, it is Carla's reality update. But right now, it is our girl. Come on, Steve Harvey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sheryl Underwood.
Thank you, Steve Harvey. And you know, I want everybody to watch the Daytime Emmys. I'm hosting, and it's where Daytime is coming to shine in prime time.
Woo-hoo. Go Sheryl.
So check it out. It's going to be on CBS and streaming Paramount Plus. Also, I will be hosting Entertainment Tonight with Kevin Frazier and Nichelle Turner. That's right. We're going to go A to the Z. It's the AKs and the Zetas together on Entertainment Tonight. You got to check that out. Now, Carla Farrell, you say you be watching the talk. You be watching the talk.
Sheryl. Yeah, y'all
What you
look
thinking?
good. You're having fun. It's cool. I enjoy it. It's a great show.
Yes, and Victor
Sheryl,
Cruz was on there. Yes, Steve Harvey.
When you
Yes.
hosted the Daytime Emmys, if I don't win, all I want you to say is, I be damned. That's all. Don't say nothing else. Just say, Steve Harvey told me to tell y'all, I be damned.
I be damned. I be damned.
Steve?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Hey,
Oh,
Steve.
no. Oh, I ain't going down there. Oh, no. They got me down there
Steve,
2 times.
Steve, that's when I should just walk off the stage and go,
Yeah.
Just walk off.
I went, No, they ain't finna do me like that no more. I lost the cash cab.
Yeah, I remember that.
I couldn't even fix my face. I just went,
Some of this you could have played off. You didn't play it off at all.
No, I can't do that. I can't. Not the cash cab. Price is
Well,
right.
it's gonna be fun.
Let's make a deal. Okay, I got that. Cash cab. Okay, Alex Trebek, I bow down. Cash cab.
Well, it's gonna be fun. They got everybody working. You know, we all out there. We celebrating the best and brightest of daytime. So it's gonna be, it's gonna be a fun situation. And you know, they got, I'm out here, making me and Junior relationship shine. Because
about that.
Okay.
Yeah, because Tommy, he appreciates how much work I put in on these streets so that we can have a future. But while I'm working so hard, I get to snuggle up, Tommy, with Junior. Matter of fact, we was watching the news last night when the 40 cows escaped from the meat packing plant. They was running wild, wreaking havoc. They caused damage to multiple cars. And then when the news went off, Junior said, "Who the hell left the gate open?"
Left the gate open.
Who the hell? Junior said, "Who the hell left the gate open?"
Y'all was snuggle up during that time.
Snuggle up. We were snuggled.
Them damn cows said, "We see what's happening in here."
Right.
You ain't gonna get us all.
All right, Cheryl, we thank you. We love you. Coming up at the top of the
Junior
hour.
more.
We know you do, girl. Carla's reality update coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Tommy, come on, introduce our girl. She's here. She's ready.
Uh-oh. It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up and hold on tight. She is here. Carla Farrell with what? Reality update.
Coming in hot, baby. Coming in hot.
Yes,
That's
I
the only
love
reason
it,
why
Shirley.
you like the intro. That's the only reason why she liked it.
That's my girl, though. All right, thank you, nephew. Thank you, Shirley. Ready to love? Oh, you're back, so we can talk about it, nephew.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really sick of Kyra. Really. Just gonna
Is it
say
because
that.
Is it because she can't make up her mind? Is that what it is?
Yes, she's getting
Straddling
on
the
my
fence the whole
yes,
time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So AJ was about to send her home, and then he had a change of heart, and my man was crying, holding her hand. Meanwhile, she was talking and thinking about Jason. I'm like, girl, bye. AJ, he had to send our girl Alexis home, and she was really hurt. She felt betrayed. Yeah, he broke her heart. Right. So I felt bad for Alexis.
She
Meanwhile,
took it well, right, Carla?
And
she took it like a champ, though.
She did.
But she doesn't know that he had said he was finna send Kyra home. She don't,
right.
he
See,
don't,
she
you know
doesn't
what I
know
mean?
that part. Right.
She don't know
Okay.
that.
Yeah. So it's gonna be
Now when she get to
interesting.
that reunion, dun dun dun.
Okay. Wait. Dun dun dun. So meanwhile, Jason, he's moving on, baby. He chose Liz. That is his boo. He bought her a sentimental white rose and explained what that meant to him. She was all emotional. So Jason has made up his mind.
What do the white rose mean?
Well, it was a tradition that he gave one to his mother. He gave one to his stepmother. It's just something that's close to him about truth and being honest. And that's what he said about her, that he chose her for that. And she was really emotional about that.
A lot of white roses on caskets.
That ain't what
you
it meant.
thinking death? I hate you.
He's
That
gonna
ain't what
kill
it meant.
her.
It
What?
didn't mean death.
What? Crazy.
Don't give me one.
Last funeral I was at, I was crying my ass off.
You bought some white roses?
Don't be
So
no red
ignorant.
ones in there. Oh, everything I see white.
Stupid.
It's so stupid. Anyway, Amber and Chris, they're
You
moving
just
along.
love her to death.
Be quiet.
Stop.
That old
Stop.
Cupid hit. Remember that one?
Yes.
That's my dude. Stop.
Shout out to Cupid. Anyway, Amber and Chris, they're getting close, but then Chris tells Amber that he is, quote, practicing semen retention. This is
holding it back.
That's what he said. He's not
Wait a
having
minute.
sex until he gets married, and he called it semen retention.
That
quote.
ain't what it is. It's abstinence.
He said, that's it. But I'm just I'm quoting what he actually told Amber.
This is what he told. This is what he told the female.
Semen retention
Yeah.
is when you are sexually active without protection, and you call yourself holding it. Who is this fool that said he practiced it? You know how hard
We
that is
love
to do.
Chris, though.
We love Chris.
That
We
was
love Chris.
curveball.
Chris
Y'all
is a
got
good
to be
person, dog.
Yeah.
He's practicing semen retention.
That's
Boy,
what he said. Is that
stop.
not what he said, guys?
What he said.
And Steve, I promise
I
you,
ain't never heard nothing
if
like
you
that.
met him and get to know him, he is not lying. He's doing exactly what he's saying.
That's abstinence, man. Semen retention.
It's okay. It's okay.
You ain't
That's
got to,
him.
but you ain't got to try to be that smart though. Just say abstinence. We know what
We love
Why
Chris.
y'all hating on Chris? Don't be
I
hating
love
on
Chris. I ain't hating on Chris. Come on.
Because we
I like
all
Chris.
men, and you know you can
I ain't never
retention
walked
it if you want to. You can
Retention it.
try.
Retention it.
But I'm telling you right now, that ain't how this works.
I keep attention.
Anyway.
Come on,
I
Carla.
love-
Ignore them.
No, I love it. I love it. I love how Amber, though, her reaction to that was like, wait a minute, though. Uh-oh, precious.
She had to look
not
like, no,
gonna
we doing
happen.
something up in here. We finna be doing something.
You need to get your life. Get your life. So we continue to talk about this later. Ready to Love tomorrow night on the OWN Network, hosted by our very own nephew Tommy. 9, 8 Central. Is that correct, Mr. Nephew?
That's right. 9 Eastern, 8 Central, baby. Only on OWN.
We'll be back with more of this ignorant show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, before we went to break, you had your hand up during
I
Carla's
got it up
reality
now. I had it
update.
up through the whole break.
Oh, did you? Your
Because I don't
arm's
want
not
you to
tired?
forget me. No,
What did
we
you
done got
want to
serious now.
say?
What do you
Whoever
wanna
this
say?
dude is named Chris that's practicing
Yes, Chris.
semen retention.
On Ready to Love. That's what he told the girl he's
Let me
dating.
ask you something.
He's
And the
not
girl he
sexually
told it
active.
to looked like she wasn't with it?
No, she was a
she
little
wasn't.
thrown off by that. She
Okay,
was not.
okay. So let me say this. What man of the male species do you know that's practicing semen retention with a woman that's working on extraction? How long do you think he gonna be able to be under retention when everything else is at attention? I'm just trying to figure out how long. What man can practice retention
This is great
while
logic.
he's at attention, and the woman has your undivided attention? I'm just trying to figure out how long.
You preaching today, huh?
How long can you hold on
Yeah.
to your goodness
Yes, sir.
when she's steady pressing you up against her goodness?
Come on now.
I wonder
Preach to Chris, though.
to myself. I come back, I'll preach to Chris if we had it.
My goodness. Hang in there, Chris. More
This
of
is
the Steve
a
Harvey
sermon
Morning
for
Show.
Chris coming up.
Coming up in 33 minutes right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, you have something to say to Ready to Love's Chris, who said he's
Reverend
practicing
Motown
semen
has something
retention.
to say.
Reverend Motown, yes. Please, go right ahead. Take a listen.
I'm not even having sex right now. Like
Ever in life?
I mean, yeah, once I get married and we,
You what? All the way
you
until
know,
you get married?
yeah,
Like,
because
I can't convince you a little bit? Maybe.
No, I mean, don't count your boy out just because, you know, I'm holding off. I'm practicing this semen retention now. I think the main thing, I'm just trying to protect the sexual energy because that is the most important energy that we as humans have. And like, for me to be giving that away to women who weren't deserving of it, like, I was just like, what was I doing?
We've heard enough.
That's right, Pastor.
It is now time to bring something to Chris's attention.
Yeah.
When you said, young man,
What did he say?
that you're going to practice sexual, or shall I say, as you said, semen retention.
Retention. Hold back.
I must bring something to your attention. That you are now going to create what is called dissension.
Dissension.
Trying to hang on to something that you are unable to do, which is called semen retention.
Semen.
The only way you can do that is with some form of lynching.
Oh, wait a minute.
You must do your best to keep it from getting out, and you call it semen retention. You're going to cause a series in semen retention. You're going to cause a lot of flinching. Trying to maintain semen retention, which is going to cause this woman to put you in detention.
Take your time, Pastor. Take your time.
Did I fail to bring something that I did not mention? That all this rhymes, cause it ain't gonna work not now time.
All right, man. All right.
You can't hold it back if she want it.
I'm with you when you're right now. I'm with you when
And
you're
willing to get it while you flinching, trying to hold on to the lynching. That's going to form some dissension. That's going to create a detention while you possess semen retention.
Woo!
Boy, you just as stupid as they come.
Thank you for that. Amen.
Oh, Lord.
Coming up
I
in
was
49
about to say,
minutes
if you
after.
ain't going, you what?
Last break of the day, some closing remarks. Amen from Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are. Our last break of the day on this Thursday. It's been a fun day. I've had fun today.
Yeah, we did. We had fun.
We had a good time today. Yep.
Yes.
And Steve, your generosity just never stops.
Well, hold on. Before we do anything, I want to say happy anniversary to my wife, Marjorie, because today we celebrate our 14th anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
All right,
Happy anniversary.
Guys. How sweet.
I've never, ever done anything for 14 years. The only thing I've ever done for 14 years was comedy. So I want to say happy anniversary to my girl, man.
Oh, that's beautiful,
special.
Steve.
Y'all going somewhere, Steve?
No, man, she told me she didn't want to go nowhere. I had arranged a trip and everything. She said, baby, let's just stay home.
Nice.
Well, you know,
that's when
a
you
nice
got
place to
everything.
stay. That's a nice place to
That's
stay.
when
When you say let's
I
stay
can't
home,
get her
I mean,
nothing else, man. I was talking to her. I said, baby, I'm stuck.
When your house is a
really
resort.
Yes.
I mean,
she said,
really.
baby, I want to just stay home.
Yeah.
We're going to do something real slick at the house today, but that's it. That'd be nice, you know.
Okay, cool.
Beautiful, Steve. Steve's generosity just never ends. I mean, you make people's lives with your generosity. You just always continuously give back. So this latest thing, what have you done now? Let the people know.
You talking about the TikTok video?
The TikTok video,
Yeah.
yeah. Where you bought some art from a homeless man? Steve.
Well,
that was
this
beautiful.
guy was a major artist in L.A.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know the whole story behind it, but something happened and he ended up getting locked up for a while. And while he was in there, he painted a portrait of me. And he just said, because I was just one of the guys that kept him, awake and positive. So this guy named Charlie, who goes around the country changing people's lives. Charlie, a white guy, used to be real heavy set. He used to work with 2 Chainz. And on the night that 2 Chainz won a Grammy, he went to 2 Chainz and said, man, I love you, man, but I ain't happy with my life. I'm leaving. 2 Chainz wished him well. Chainz is a good dude, by the way. And he wished him well, and he said, man, I just got to go do something with my life. So he decided to travel around the country. All he does is go around the country helping people. He just does nice stuff for people, man. Pay people's rent, fix people's cars. But he got in a lot of trouble, so he sold both his houses, sold all his cars, bought an RV, and went around the country with all his money, and he ran out of money. And then he said, something I said changed his life. And so he sent me this tape, and I began talking with the guy, and I put one of his tapes on my social media. Well, all of a sudden, all these donations flooded in, and he had money again. So all he does is go around the country changing people's lives.
Charlie does.
Yeah, Charlie does.
Okay.
And he says, Steve, I got to send you something. So the other day, he sent me this video of the guy that had been in prison and painted this portrait of me. And that touched me, man. And then he said the guy, and right now the guy was homeless. He was on a grocery cart, sitting on a grocery cart in front of a CVS. And Charlie ran up on him and learned his whole story. And he started a page for this guy and everything. And all of a sudden, man, money just started coming into this guy. And so I saw the painting that he had painted of me while he was locked up. And so I bought the painting for $3,000. You know, and he went and shared it with the guy, and the guy started crying. But this guy, Charlie, has transformed this homeless man's life, because this man then got up to now in donations for art and stuff over $83,000.
Wow.
In a matter of days.
We got the clip, though. Can we go ahead, Kat?
Richard, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Steve Harvey buying an original! Guess what? He said $3,000 got him out of homelessness. That at the Apollo Theater, so he wanted to pay $3,000 for a painting.
Thank you. Tell Steve I said thank you very much. Steve Harvey said I was homeless and I never mentioned I'm honored to purchase his art. Let's go Green Machine.
Hey, man. I was him. I was just out of everything. I was about to give up, man. And I got a call to come and do Showtime at the Apollo. It changed my life. And that money I made, man, I got $3,000. And first thing I did was went and got me an apartment in Texas. I got an apartment, man. My first apartment was $185 a month. And I slept on the floor in this apartment for 8 months without a bed, because I only had gotten that $3,000. I didn't know when I was gonna get no more money. So all I had was an apartment, man, for $185. I didn't have a bed. I didn't need a bed. I finally had a door that I could lock, and I had a refrigerator in there. So I bought me some bologna, some potatoes, and some rice, something I could eat on for a long time. And I just laid in the floor. I slept in the floor for 8 months, man, before I even bought a bed, because I just needed a door. I had a bathroom, man. And that changed my life. And when I saw the dude, I said, that changed my life. And I didn't know we were starting to collect all this money, but this man, through this guy, Charlie has gotten this guy over $83,000 now.
Wow. Beautiful.
And it's just a great story, man. And I just appreciate God for helping me to be relevant, because that's all I ever wanted to be, man. Even more than rich or famous, I wanted to always be relevant and important, man, that I could, when people see me, somebody look at me and say, because of him, I didn't give up. And that's all I ever wanted, so I praise God for that. That's all God, that's not Steve Harvey, by the way. So,
give him the glory, Steve.
Amen, amen.
Amen. Yes, sir.
Y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all. Bye.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.